How's it going, guys? Shane here from the GnG Elite DBS team, and I just want to go ahead and apologize for the lack of videos last week. There has been a pretty nasty flu going around, and since I handle most of the recording, and Trevor handles all the editing, and we both got sick. So, recording with a cough isn't super pleasant. Anyone who watches the videos would have noticed the last few that we did upload, I did have a cough, and it just progressively was getting worse. So, that's the reason for the lack of content. But I'm feeling better. Its flu's almost gone, so we're going to start cranking out these deck profiles again, start getting this content out there, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. So today what I'm going to bring you guys is the pan deck list that my teammate Markus Reichart is currently looking to play at Atlanta with sideboard included. We'll take a look at the sideboard towards the end of the video. Excuse me. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Markus is relatively accomplished. He has more accomplishments than I do. Markus placed 9th at the Richmond Regionals. He placed 21st with stopping power at the Atlanta Regionals, and he placed top 32 with Storm at Nationals. So Markus is definitely no scrub. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to play this game. And he's kind of been in a bit of a rut here lately since the Storm banning, as Storm was about the only deck he found fun. I was in that boat too. I really enjoy playing Storm. So he's been trying to find something he enjoys to pique his interest back in the game, and he seems to have found that in Pan, and it's honestly done super well in testing. The Shenron Gogeta matchup is not bad by any means. It's definitely not favorable, but it's not bad either. It's very much winnable. So that is worth noting in, considering to play this deck. So anyway, let's get into the deck profile. So we have 4 Intensifying Power Trunks. This is going to be pretty staple in any Pan deck, any chain attack deck. He is a 1-drop. When he attacks, take a life. He's going to get plus 10,000 in critical. It's going to allow you to apply crit pressure to your opponent, let yourself awaken, things of that nature. Now, unfortunately, he's not going to trigger your Pan leader, but it is what it is. I'm sorry, for anyone who doesn't know, just in case there are any new players who play, the Pan leader, on the front side, when you play a battle card, it gets plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn, once per turn. So it's the first one you play. And then if that card's power is now 20,000 or more, you draw a card. So Trunks isn't going to trigger her to draw a card, which is unfortunate, but most 1-drops aren't. I don't think any 1-drops will. She is an Awakened Untap 2 leader. As we know, that's really good with these Chain Zeno decks. You want to untap 2 so you can tap out to play Chain Zeno and not get punished too hard for it. Her backside is the same thing as her front side, and then of course auto draw card. So, pretty standard. So, back to the list. We have 2 Everybody's Pal Yamcha. This card is a godsend for Pan decks. It does everything you want for a 2-drop. He's going to come into play. He's going to draw a card from Pan's leader auto. He's going to attack, look at the top 3, and take an Earthling. He's essentially a 20k 2-drop that draws 2 in this deck, and that's insanely good. There's so many targets for him. You can get Intensifying Power. You can get Sideline Assist Bulma. You can get Time Patrol Trunks, you can get Chain Attack Trunks, you can get Fearless Pan. There's so many targets in this deck for him, you're almost never going to whiff. For Bulma, we are using the traditional super combo here, not the Sparking, just the traditional. So, Sparking just means we can't play Overwhelm, and we want to play Overwhelm, so. We are playing 3 Body Change Ginyu. This card is one of the best cards in Clash of Fates. If you're playing a red deck, you're playing this card. It comes into play, it's a 25k attacker, and then it takes something from your opponent. That's insane. This card's nuts. So, now granted, you can only take things with 20,000 or less power, but the pressure you apply with this card is insane. And being able to steal, like, Figure of Majesties is really good in the Shenron Gogeta matchup. It typically forces them to play the Gogeta for 5, and then World Peace in the Shenron on the same turn, so they can't OTK you. They have to give you a turn where you get to see a couple more cards before they OTK you. So that can be pretty impactful. We're playing 2 Digging Deep Vegeta. This is just, again, to help self-awaken. It can lead to some cheeky plays with Chain Attack Trunks if you want to just apply more pressure. 4 Double Shot Vegeta, because we are playing Pan. So, if you don't know, her auto is during both turns. So you can like play and Everybody's Pal Yamcha during your turn, draw a card, and then during their turn, combo with a Double Shot who comes into play in rest mode when you combo with them to draw another card. It's also a good turn 1 play. So you can just, like, they're like, most leaders have to attack during their turn to get their leader auto. You get everything but Shenron pretty much. So if you know they're going to attack you, you can just leave that 1 energy up on your first turn to combo in a Double Shot to draw a card. So this card's really good here. We're playing 4 Fearless Pan. She's really good right now. This card, I don't know if y'all are aware, has climbed a decent bit on TCG Player in value. And it's probably going to keep going up. This card's insanely good right now. So it is a barrier blocker, which is super relevant in this format. And then she, when it comes into play, gives all your other red cards, battle and leader, plus 5,000 and double strike. So as you're building a board, because that's what red does, you can then chain attack her into play and then just apply oodles of pressure, just insane amounts of pressure. 2 Glory Obsessed Vegeta from the Championship pack. This is just going to help us run over things like Feature Rare Goku. Feature Rare Goku does hurt this deck a little bit. It's Shenron Gogeta's go-to early turn play because they want to stifle the aggression from the Intensifying Power and the Yamcha and all that stuff. Like on paper, you would think it wouldn't hurt the deck too much because there's only those that it really affects. But trust me, it makes a huge difference. 4 Chain Attack Trunks. This is a deck revolving around this. So Chain Attack has a bunch of targets here. Talking, I mean, you're never going to really play Intensifying Power, but I guess you could. Yamcha, Ginyu, Digging Deep, Double Shot, Glory Obsessed, Fearless Pan, like Zeno. There's so many options. We're playing 4 Forcing Hit because he is a powerhouse in this meta again. He did disappear for a little while, but Hit is back. The format is a tiny bit slower than it was. So Hit's back. Look at their hand, rip 2 cards, and just start applying pressure. This card is phenomenal once again. Still the best card from Tournament of Power. Like in the grand scheme of things. Sure, Victory Strike is more powerful, but overall I'd say this is the better card. 3 Zeno the Playing God. There is an argument for 4, but you don't want to get flooded with them because they're 0-cost combo. So we're not going to Zeno every game, but Zeno is there as a failsafe against like these Shenron decks and other things to just reset advantage and allow us to start doing our thing again. Like even against Shinimbo, you'll want a Zeno just to reset their hand and then start playing hits. We're playing 2 Time Patrol Trunks. This is kind of weird. You don't really see Time Patrol anymore. The card's honestly been pretty dead. Like, if I made a list right now of top 5 cards that used to be staples that nobody plays anymore, this card would be on there. But Markus's logic for playing Time Patrol is that you can hit it off Yamcha, and that's basically you can hit it off Yamcha. So it's a little bit more consistent than like Light's Guide or anything like that. In time, he may switch back to Light's Guide, but as of right now, he's on Time Patrol. So, 1 Dimensional Manager Food, just because Markus wants a little bit more spot removal. Just have that as an option. 3 After Image Technique, because you need negates, and After Image is probably one of the best negates in the game right now. 4 Sensu Bean, and 2 Mafuba. So this is a very small blue package, but you don't really need a great big blue package. Like, 9 is, I'd probably want to be at 10 minimum, but 9's not terrible either. It's roughly the same. Now, the Mafubas are just there for, like, the Shenron Gogeta matchup, or if, like, I don't know, maybe the Frieza matchup, you can bait them into attacking Frieza, you can Mafuba it. But it does give you an out game 1 to Shenron Gogeta if you're lucky enough, and that's pretty much what you have to be is lucky enough. So that's the main board. Let's take a look at Markus's sideboard as of right now. So, we've got 3 Fortune Teller Baba from the Set 5 Dash Pack. This is going to be his way of answering Dark Power Black Mass Sand mainly and other silver bullets. Just little 1-drop 5k guys that Baba can just pop. 2 Group Leader Pilaf. This is for the Shenron Gogeta matchup mainly. 3rd Mafuba, again for Shenron Gogeta mainly. 2 Ultimate Fusion Gogetas. These are typically going to be for grindy matchups, maybe other Chain Zeno decks, where you can play this for 5, pop 2 guys, and draw 2 cards. It's going to help put you further ahead. 3 Killy Zone for those Bloodlust decks, so you can resolve your chain attacks. And 3 Forced Ejection Mass Sands. So this is also kind of spicy. You don't see this card too much anymore. Markus's logic is that against objection-based decks like Shenron Gogeta, he only needs to pop their energy once in order to, like, slow the game enough for him. And it's cheaper than a Dende while accomplishing the same thing. So that's the logic behind the Forced Ejection. And then we have 1 Mass Hand Mysterious Warrior just as a utility card against any decks that want to spam the board, maybe a World Martial Arts deck that he sees or some, stuff like that. So anyways, guys, this is Markus's Pan Ready to Fight deck profile that he is currently testing for Atlanta. This is the exact 65 that he's on right now. I mean, granted, that could change in the next 2 weeks. Still a little ways to go for Atlanta. But we like to be fully transparent with our audience and showcase them the things that we are testing and the things that we are on in a way to build a good rapport with you guys. We want to be trustworthy. So, anyways, that's it, guys. Make sure to like the video, comment down below any questions, concerns, anything like that. Subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. We've grown a lot in the past month. We gained about 22 subscribers in January. And considering how low we are right now, I'm very happy with that. Like, I think that's a pretty good jump, and I'd like to see maybe 50 subscribers this month. So make sure to share with your friends, please, and make sure you check out our Twitch every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central. Yeah, Central. 7 p.m. Central, where we always stream for an hour or two, maybe 3, whether that be gameplay, deck profiles, deck doctoring, you name it. Whoever's streaming that week does whatever they feel like they want to do, but we do it every week at Tuesday at 7 Central. But anyways, guys, that's it for me, and make sure you guys stay elite.